Hello, grade 2. Today we're talking about two-digit subtraction. When do you regroup in subtraction? Let's start with this problem. There are 24 butterflies in the garden, then 6 butterflies flew away. How many butterflies are still in the garden? We know when we read flew away that we need to subtract. We need to subtract 6 from 24. Let's use base 10 blocks to model this problem. First, we showed the number 24, 2 tens and 4 ones. Now we need to subtract 6 ones. But there aren't enough ones to subtract 6. The model only shows 4 ones. How can we show subtracting 6 ones? We will trade 1 10 for 10 ones and we will move them to the ones column. The model will still show 24, but in a different way. Now the model still shows 24, but in a different way. It's 1 10 and 14 ones. It's the same as 24. So now we can remove 6 ones from the model. Let's count how many tens and how many ones are left in the model. It's 1 10 and 8 ones. What is the same number as 1 10 and 8 ones? Correct, it's 18. So 24 minus 6 equals 18. So there are 18 butterflies in the garden. Now how do you record two-digit subtraction? Let's look at how to record subtraction. We want to solve 46 minus 17. Let's look at a model of the problem as we record the subtraction. The number we start with is 46. 46 has 4 tens and 6 ones. Start by looking at the ones. There are only 6 ones to subtract 7 ones from. So it's time to regroup. We'll trade 1 10 for 10 ones in the ones column. And we need to record the regrouping. Now the model shows 3 tens and 16 ones. We need to mark through the 4 and the 6 and record 3 on top of the 4 because we have 3 tens and 16 on top of 6 because now we have 16 ones. To begin subtracting, we start with the ones. 16 minus 7 equals 9. And then we finish with the tens. 3 minus 1 equals 2. It's 2 tens and 9 ones. It's 29. The model also shows 2 tens and 9 ones. 46 minus 17 equals 29. The difference is 29. So now you know that sometimes you need to regroup when you subtract two-digit numbers. Let's use a model to help you record all the steps of the subtraction. First, let's model the number being subtracted from. It's 52, 5 tens and 2 ones. Now you need to subtract 16. Let's start with the ones. Are there enough ones to subtract 6? No, there are only 2 ones. That's not enough to subtract 6 from. So it's time to regroup. Let's regroup 1 10 as 10 ones. How many tens are left? There are 4 tens now. So we cross out the 5 and place 4 above it. And since there are 12 ones now, you cross out the 2 and place 12 above it. Now subtract. 12 ones minus 6 ones equals 6. And 4 tens minus 1 10 equals 3 tens. 36. The difference is 36. 3 tens and 6 ones. How do you rewrite a subtraction using vertical format to show a subtraction problem? Let's solve this problem. There are 36 children at a party, then 21 children go home. How many children are still at the party? Let's use vertical format to show this subtraction problem. First, we show the number we are subtracting from. It's 36, 3 tens and 6 ones. Then we show the number we'll subtract. It's 21, 2 tens and 1 1. Now the subtraction problem is ready to solve. Using the vertical format, let's quickly see how to subtract because the ones digits and the tens digits are lined up with each other. The ones digits are lined up in the ones column and the tens digits are lined up in the tens column. 6 minus 1 is 5, then 3 minus 2 is 1. We didn't have to regroup here because 6 is greater than 1 and we can subtract 1 from 6. We can take away 1 from 6. So the number is 15, 1 10 and 5 ones. So 15 children are still at the party. Let's try another subtraction problem using the vertical format. What is 53 minus 7? To find this difference, let's rewrite the subtraction in vertical format so we can line up the tens and the ones digits. Which way shows how to rewrite this subtraction problem? Good job, it's this one because the 7 belongs in the ones column. But now look at the ones. We need to take away and subtract 7 from 3. Is it possible? No, so we have to regroup 1 10 for 10 ones. After regrouping, we will have 4 tens left and 13 ones instead of 3. 13 minus 7 equals 6 and 4 minus 0, since we don't have any tens here, it's 4. So the difference is 46. 53 minus 7 equals 46. How can drawing a diagram help when solving subtraction problems? Let's solve this problem. Lee has 23 ribbons in a box. He has 18 ribbons on the wall. How many more ribbons does he have in the box than on the wall? The problem is about comparing two amounts. This kind of bar model is used to compare two amounts. 23 is the greater number, so it goes into the top bar. 18 is the lesser number, so it goes into the lower bar. The unknown amount in the bar model will be the difference between the two numbers, 23 and 18. To solve the problem, you need to find the difference 23 minus 18. What is 23 minus 18? It's 5. So this means that Lee has 5 more ribbons in the box than on the wall. How do you decide what steps to do to solve a problem? Let's solve this problem. Franco has 52 crayons. He gives some crayons to Courtney. Now Franco has 34 crayons. How many crayons did Franco give to Courtney? Franco started with 52 crayons and he gives some away. So we know the whole, which is 52, and we know one of the parts, which is the 34 crayons left. The part that we don't know is the number of crayons Franco gave to Courtney. We can use the bar model to write a number sentence for the problem. We need to subtract the part we know from the whole. To solve this problem, it's easier to rewrite it. Let's subtract. We first start by looking at the ones. And since 4 ones is more than 2 ones, we have to regroup. When we regroup 52, we show it as 4 tens and 12 ones. Now we can subtract. 12 minus 4 equals 8 and 4 minus 3 equals 1. So the difference is 18. 52 minus 34 equals 18. We can complete the number sentence and the bar model. So the part we didn't know is 18. Now we know that Franco gave to Courtney 18 crayons. Let's finish with this problem. Lily has 25 stamps. Matt has 36 stamps. How many more stamps are needed so they will have 93 stamps in all? So, the first step is to find out how many stamps Lily and Matt have now together, because we don't know how many stamps they have together. A bar model will help show the two parts and the whole. One part is Lily's 25 stamps. The other part is Matt's 36 stamps. The whole is the number that we don't know. It's the total number of stamps. Now let's add to find the total. It's 25 plus 36 equals 61. So Lily and Matt have 61 stamps. But finding the sum is just the first step. The second step is to find out how many more stamps they need to make 93. We will use a bar model to show how 61, 93 and the unknown number relate to each other. One of the parts is 61 stamps Lily and Matt have now. The other part is the unknown number of stamps needed. The whole is the 93 stamps Matt and Lily want. Now we will subtract to find the difference. 93 minus 61 equals 32. Here we didn't have to regroup because 1 is less than 3. We could subtract 1 from 3. 3 minus 1 equals 2 and 9 minus 6 equals 3. It's 32. The difference is 32. Now we found the answer to the question. Lily and Matt need 32 more stamps to have a total of 93 stamps. Stay safe. Bye bye.